and welcome to my channel. Happy New Year! Now, have you created your budget for January yet? Well, you should have, and if you didn't, well, I have an app that can help you with it. It's called the EveryDollar Budget. This is the app that I started using a few months ago to get my finances in order, and it's have been a blessing to me. If you're ready, let's get into it.
This is the EveryDollar app, and the EveryDollar app is basically budgeting all your funds to zero. So if you get paid $2,400 a month, you're going to budget for $2,400 a month. So every dollar has a name. If you wanted to add a paycheck, you add it there. So I'm going to use a bi-weekly system where I get paid twice per month or every 2 weeks, and I'm going to enter it here. Now, when you're adding it, what's going to happen is on the top, you are going to see what's left in your budget, really. So here on the giving, if you give tithes, it's supposed to be 10%. So you would enter your 10% for the month under your planned items, and 10% of 2,400 is 240. So I'm adding that there. And if you gave to charity, you would do that. Now, as you see, as I add the budgeted plan items, my budget is going down. It's telling me what's left in my budget. So I kind of have an idea. So if you go over, it'll also tell you. Your emergency fund. This is for if you're planning for something. So if you have a birthday coming up, it's Christmas, it's an anniversary, it's a vacation, you would enter it in this section. Or it could be just for your emergency fund. So if you're building an emergency fund, you will definitely add that amount in this section as well. So here you can also change it from emergency fund to whatever the occasion is. Here I'm going to put 200. Now for your mortgage or rent, what I like to do is just delete the rent and put mortgage, but in this instance I'm going to do rent, and I'm going to put the rent here. If I paid a water bill, I would enter it in there, and so on and so forth. So this section is basically your utilities. Your electric bills, now that can be a little hard to tell, but what I would do is use the previous month amount and enter it for your present month. So if it was $95 last month, just put $95. Your cable bill also, you enter it here. That should be consistently the same. And if you had trash, you add it there. Now on the transportation, you would budget for your gas. So you enter into your planned section, what you planned. I put about $70 I usually put for my gas monthly, because I kind of go every 2 weeks for $35. Maintenance. So if you're planning on getting an oil change this month, you should enter it in this section. Anything you're planning for your maintenance of your car should go there. Now, I want to add an item. Say I'm supposed to get tires this month. So you would add new tires in the section. Just change the name and enter the amount you plan on spending on those tires. Now it's food. Groceries, we have to eat. So budget that as well. Go back to your statement and see how much money you spent on groceries the last month. Now restaurants, if you're trying to pay off debt, eat rice and beans like Dave Ramsey says. Forget the restaurants. But if you have to have it, please budget for it. Now, personal clothing. Listen, we're in the quarantine. Ain't nowhere to go. We don't need no new clothes. Phone bill. Fun money. We're paying off that. We don't have time for fun money, but if you must, please budget for it. Hair, nails, haircuts. If you have subscriptions that you pay for monthly, like Netflix, Prime, Hulu, or Disney Plus, please enter it here. You may need to look at those and see if you're really using it and start canceling those. Your lifestyle, so pet care if you have an animal, childcare, of course, if you have a kid, entertainment. I mean, we're trying to save, so no money for entertainment. And miscellaneous, use that one if you just, you know what, let me put some money aside just in case. You can use that section. Now, if you have a gym membership and you're going, of course, you put that amount there. But if you haven't been there in 3 months and you don't plan on going back, go ahead and cancel it. And medicine. So if you have a prescription that you have to fill monthly, it should be in your budget. So make sure you don't forget and enter it in there. Doctor visits, put your copay in this section if you know for this month you have to go. And if you have insurance that you pay for directly from your account, in this section you will put it there. So health, life, there's auto insurance on here, there is homeowners and renters insurance, and also identity theft. So I suggest getting an Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion to monitor your credit for you. Some of them could be a little pricey, but if you do the free trial and then you call and cancel, they'll lower it for you. Now, this is our last section with your debt. So if you have credit card payments, student loans, of course you put it here. I like to actually put the name of my credit card I'm paying opposed to just credit card. That way I'm focused on what I'm paying. If you have a card payment, you put it there, and so on and so forth. And of course, a personal loan. Now I have about $69.30 left in the budget. So just to bring my budget to zero, I'm going to enter the personal loan for $69.30. And that's only for demonstration purposes. So if you do have a personal loan, you put exactly the amount that you owe in there. And that's basically it for budgeting. So I'm going to stroll back up, and when I go back up, you'll see that on the top, even without strolling up, it says on the top, it's an every dollar budget. And that basically means that you budgeted for everything in your budget. If you wanted to add a group there or reset, you can add a group, or you can reset your budget and it'll bring everything back to zero for you if you made a mistake. My income, and then my expenses down here. Now this section is for if you had the paid app version. Then you will able to link your bank accounts to the app, and that's very helpful. That's the one I actually have, and it tracks the items for you. So as they post to your account, you would just attach it to the item that it belongs to on your budget, and it makes it much easier. Now the next item is going to be your transactions. If you have the free app, then you would have to track your items manually. And this is how you would do it. You would add new in this section. You will type in the amount. I'm going to put here rent. And guys, I messed this part up. It's actually $1,000, but I'm going to fix it. I budgeted $1,000 for rent. I think I was trying to give them $200 extra. So I'm going to fix it. As you go in, you'll see, okay, wait a minute. It's $1,000, not $1,200. So once you do that, you would choose your budget item, select rent, track expense. And now once you've tracked the expense, your remaining amount is zero. Now, let's track another item. I'm going to do the light bill. So we budgeted $95. I'm going to say we paid less. It was actually $89, which is good. We saved $6. So I'll find that item, select it, track the expense, and now it shows that I had $6 left to spend on my light bill. Now, leave it that way. That way you can go back to see which months you went over the budget, or you were under the budget, or you were on track. Now here is where you'll find all your new items. If you had the paid subscription, all your transactions will be there. And these here under track is what you've showed that you've already paid. So we show we paid the rent, and we show we paid the lights. Your deleted items will go here. So anything you deleted would go there. And that's basically it for the free app. I'll probably do another video on the paid app and actually show you how I budget in the paid app and all the differences there. But I just want to show you a simple tool that can help you.
I hope you enjoyed my mini tutorial. Go ahead and download the free app. What do you have to lose? Money. That's what you got to lose. So download the free app and let's get started. It's going to work out. Now, the first few months may be a little challenging, but don't worry. You will get to it. Just stick to it. Now, I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and comment below if you have any questions or you have any suggestions for me. If you downloaded the app and you liked it, or if you downloaded it and tried it and it didn't work for you, then let me know in the comments below. Until next time, remember, change begins with you.